Hey guys, this is Joe popping on, and if you like pop culture stuff and collectibles, you're in the right spot. So please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much. And today I got in some amazing stuff. As most of you might know, that I am a giant Overwatch fan, and I held off on these two for a little bit just because I was just trying to hold off on some stuff for a little while, and I finally got in two of the pops I really needed for my collection. Most of the reason why I've held off is my Overwatch set, my display for it is actually full. I need to actually think of a new way to start to display them because I might run out of room. And the ones I did wind up picking up now were Bob and Baptiste. So these ones finish off with Baptiste, amazing. Finishes off all of them of the normal figures. Baptiste I've actually been looking for in store. I never saw him, which was really weird. All my stores, apparently they had him in for like a brief second. They had like one or two and they never had him in again, and I was going to wait for him to come back in stock, and he's just, now with the virus and everything like that, I just ordered him. I was like, you know what, we're just gonna bite the bullet and just get them. And so I did him and I did Bob, and everything's on reduced right now for Overwatch because sad to say the game's kind of in trouble right now because I don't know if you guys played recently. I play a lot. It's kind of stale, and everything's waiting for Overwatch 2 and stuff like that. We do have the new character coming out, Echo, which looks amazing. Once again, she's a DPS character, which bugs me since I'm a tank and healer. I was like, come on. I'm so tired of, there's a giant selection of DPS characters, and I'm like, and most of the times I play tanks because that's what immediately the game says it needs, and so it automatically puts me in as a tank. And so I'm like, can't we get another tank? I played all of them to an umpteenth degree, and I just like something new, especially for that. But these ones look so great, and once again, we're almost now have the whole set because Baptiste, now we just need Sigma, and now we need Echo because Echo's coming out, and we have the whole set in pop form, which is pretty cool. So let's take a look at them. So we got Baptiste first. Like, he looks so good. I love Baptiste as a character. He's like a funny, sassy healer. He is just really cool. Very enjoyable to play and to have on your team, and they just did a really great job with him. And then of course I got Bob. Oh, let's go this way, sorry guys. I have Golden Bob, but now I have Normal Bob, which is just too cool. They look identical except for the coloring. So he looks really nice. I'm really happy for them. Both of the boxes came in really good conditions. There's a little mark at the top, if you guys can see over here, where they got it with the razor blade or something, with the knife when they open up the box. But beggars can't be choosers, and he got them for a really good price. So I'm really happy for it. So let's pop these guys open. So I'm going to go start with Bob, because Baptiste is the one I'm most looking forward to seeing. So let's start off with Bob, because once again, he is identical to the gold version you could get on Walmart, which is actually still up on its site if anybody is interested in that one. There we go. Pop that down. And so this one is not tied into the box. The gold one was actually tied into the box at the top over here. Normal one is not, which is a nice little thing. But here we go. We got Normal Bob. He looks amazing. I love Bob as a character. I thought it was so cool that they actually have a character who summons another character. Because Ash, the only way you can get Bob is when you summon him with your ultimate for Ash, of course. He looks really great. His mustache looks on point. I love his little bowler hat. The logo on his back is perfect for the Deadlock game. If you guys want to take a look, it is wonderful. And the sign from Route 66, which is from the short, looks great. He looks really good. And they even have the little correct symbol on the top of his hat for the Ace of Spades, which looks really nice. Bob, I have to say, the Omnics do so well in pop form because it doesn't even look like they're a pop, really. They really just look like the Omnics. The Omnics have big round eyes, and they're like concave, which means going in and everything like that. And it's just really nice. They just do such a great job with the pop figures for the Omnics. And once again, I'm just a giant Overwatch fan, and I'm just so glad they've done like all the characters. I really hope when Overwatch 2 comes out and they do a whole bunch more characters, they really actually release them all because in Funko Pops, because I have to say my way of playing Overwatch now is when like the Archives event just came up. I just pretty much played the Archives events. I really like playing co-op with just people because I am very burnt out on being in teams where everybody does their own thing, and once again I play tanks or healers, and then you hear if you lose, like, even though the, like, let's say DPS killed nothing, they're like, it's your fault, I kept dying, or you were the tank, why wasn't your shield up? Well, my shield has been nerfed into the ground, and everybody now has better DPS to destroy my shield, and you don't understand that because you only play DPS. So it gets frustrating. If anybody else feels the same way, just let me know, because sometimes it's just, like, I've even had to get out of voice chat. I just can't be there anymore. I'm like, it really it hurts, because once again I love this game, and I've played it for like the past at least 3 years, and I like it a lot. It's like one of my favorite games out there, and it just kind of feels like they're just kind of letting it sit there while they're doing something else. Well, of course they are, because they're doing Overwatch 2, and I'm just kind of like, maybe I'll just take a break until Overwatch 2 comes out. Hopefully it comes out soon. But here we go. We got my most anticipated new character, Baptiste. He looks so good. I love that he has the DBZ Scouter. His gun looks amazing. Oh, he even got the, if you can see his boots, like they have the jetpack jump thing that he has, that spring jump. He just looks really good. He is really on point. They even got his earrings, like, perfect on his ears. Here we go. I'm not sure if you can see that one. You can see him over here. But he looks really, really great. And I love, like, the cowl on the front, and like all the detail on him is just perfect. And I love how they did his hair. It's really true to the character, and they did it really well into pop form, and like the design on the side of his hair and everything like that. Like, it just looks so nice. Once again, like, just a very fun character. I really love that they really had it, like all the memes and everything that they had for Overwatch, like for the, like, the sassiness of being a healer. Like he has, like, built into his character. They just embraced it and put it right into a character, which I just think is great. It's like, do you have your life insurance policies ready? It just is really good. Once again, this one has just a lot of detail. So these two are amazing. So this is almost, I almost have the full set of the Overwatch ones. I am still missing two, which is the Tracer one, which is for the Overwatch League, and the Diva Diamond one. Those ones are really tough for me. I'm probably gonna get them, but they're just kind of like, first of all, I don't collect anything with the diamond line for Funko, because it's just adding glitter to a pop, and I'm not a big fan of glitter. So I'm like, oh, come on. I'm like, to kind of complete the set, I'll most likely pick them up. And then there's the Overwatch League ones, because they have one for Tracer. It's just like the generic white skin for being like the competitor, like you're not the home team, and they it looks good, but once again, it's just the normal original Tracer figure like that. And if they really do come out with League skins, I'm completely done with being a completionist. I am 100% really not into the Overwatch League. It's very much 100% detached from the community. We don't even have this, they play on different patches. Watching them play, your team will never play like that in real life. And then when you play the game and you're like, oh, they're like, do exactly like they did in the pros. I'm like, yeah, but you guys can't land the headshots that they do, that makes everything wind up working like it did, or something like that. And of course, just being random people and not ever playing before, of course you're not going to play like a pro team that has played together for umpteen thousands of hours together. like ready for this and stuff. And so I don't know. I used to watch the Overwatch League when they actually gave us tokens and there was an incentive to watch it, but I haven't watched a single game since then because it switched over to YouTube, and YouTube doesn't give us any Overwatch League tokens, and so there's really no incentive for me to watch it. I'm not sure if any of you feel that way. I used to watch a lot of the games. It was fun to watch, like on the side while I was working, as something to do, but now I kind of will. I would prefer to watch a streamer play Overwatch, which is a lot more of what we as actual other players actually have as what is the real game, to watching what the ideal situation is. So the Overwatch League ones, once again, if they go all out and like be like, oh yeah, you can order like Dallas Fuel or Boston Uprising or any of the teams, like you can order all their favorite characters with their skins. I'm like, I'm done. I can't. First of all, that's way too many figures, and first of all, I really love the ones like they did for Tower of Terror. Not Tower of Terror, but the Halloween event ones. Those ones are just amazing, and like I like the figures for themselves. Like I love having Baptiste as Baptiste. Like I really love all their original skins, and then I really love their very off the wall, crazy, amazing skins. Like just the recoloring ones, I do have them all, but once again, they're not as amazing to me. Like I love these guys. Like look at this, Bob and then Baptiste, and like these guys look so good. Like these are the characters I've spent hundreds of hours playing and fighting against and everything like that, and they have a special place in my heart. While the Overwatch League skins, like, yes, the league is fun, and if we could actually go to events and everything like that, like we were supposed to do this year, but then the virus hit and derailed everything. It got very different. And then once again, them switching over from Twitch to YouTube, because there must have been like a financial deal. They got rid of all the tokens, and so now I missed out on the last two specialty skins because I cannot justify spending $10 for Brig in a goat outfit, or the San Francisco Shock representing skin for them getting the championship. He looks amazing. I don't really play Doomfist. I would love to play Doomfist, but there's just too much DPS in the game, and I feel like if I pick Doomfist, I'm just kind of probably gonna hurt my team learning the character again, because I used to play him when he first came out, but once again, we don't need DPS, so I've just played tanks and healers and everything like that. I always have DPS clicked. I maybe will get it 1 in 100 times, but I hardly ever get to play DPS. So this is a lot of fun, and once again, I love Overwatch. I can't wait for Overwatch 2 so we can all play cooperatively and not have all this hate that's out there, because it just saddens me when I play the game, and because I play on PC, and we have the chat in the corner, which is amazing because I originally played on the systems. I played on Xbox and everything. We don't have the chat in the corner. So unless you're actually speaking to people, you have no idea what people are doing. If you're kind of like, oh, blah, 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 can you help me do this? Or anything like that. Just a quick note, like, help me. But most of the time, it's just toxicity in the corner. It's just like you're a jerk, F you, all this other stuff. And I've reported, because since the virus and I've been home, I played, and especially since they had out the last event, and it has been ridiculous with the amount of like, oh my god in the comments, and I've reported so many people. I have not gotten a single one saying that, oh, thank you for reporting, we have taken action. If anybody out there during since this crisis has started has gotten actually a confirmed report saying that they've actually done something, I'd love to know, because it feels like they all went home. Maybe they're working on Overwatch 2, but they're definitely not regulating the game during probably the most time people played it in the past 2 years. And everything like that. Like, I can't even... I could go on for a while. Once again, I love the game. I play the game a lot. And I think it's a lot of fun, but once again, I kind of feel like the creators of the game are someplace else than the community. Because really, when I want to play a game, I want to have fun, and I don't know, I'm just not really having so much fun out there. I understand it's not fun to lose, but I don't think it's fun also when, like, we all have roles to play and we got a fair on the other team, and our two characters are Junkrat and Torb, who's trying to take care of Farah. I'm like, guys, you're never gonna hit her. And I'm like, and I'm the tank. I'm sitting there trying to keep a shield up, because I usually get stuck at the shield role because so many people are now playing Roadhog as a quick way to get into a game. I don't know, Roadhog has almost been in every single one of my games. It's crazy. The game's just going off the rails, and I'm going to look forward to not just charging in at each other anymore and kind of doing a nice story. Because as I said, while the event was out, I played mostly the story events over and over again on the harder difficulties because it was more fun. Well, guys, thank you for tuning in. I'm sorry I went on a big rant at the end, but once again, I love Overwatch, and I was really happy to get these two to add to my collection. Once again, I had put off getting them because I need to find a spot for them now, because once again, I'm completely full of with all the other Overwatch characters. As you can tell, they're over here because I keep looking over to them. These ones are just amazing. They look really great and are really, really nice. So if anybody did not pick them up and like kind of waited on them like I did, they're on for like good prices online, pretty much on all the retailers right now, because they're trying to get sales out there, and once again, Overwatch has been a sleeper for a little bit because I feel the creators have slept on the game. They might not have, it could just be me feeling that way, but once again, I feel like Fortnite and everything like that, they're constantly adding more to the game, making it more fun, while they constantly just do balance changes, which kind of keeps on screwing over the tanks. I understand GOATS was really annoying for a lot of people, but once again, that was the pros. I have to say, where I play in the game, once again, I play for fun. I never really saw it. Nobody was giving up playing a DPS character, and that kind of play. And they don't like tanks, and being a tank player, I can feel that. They still have not reverted Reaper, for goodness sakes. If he comes up to me and I'm a tank, I got to get very lucky to kill him, or because most of the times I'm on my own then. And it's just crazy. I don't know. Once again, I'd love to hear if anybody out there is still playing Overwatch, what your feels on it is, because it's crazy. Well, thank you all for tuning in. This is Joe popping on, and I am going to be popping off. Doodles.